Hello everybody, ciao a tutti and welcome to Art with Ms.B. Today we're going to spend a nice time together with a beautiful, simple, colorful design. A couple of days ago I published a short and some of you reached out to me asking if I could do the tutorial. So here I am. I always try to do my best in complementing your needs and your requests if of course they match my creative experience and my creative journey. So I love the fact that somehow you collaborate to make this community, to make this channel a beautiful place for everybody, virtual place for everybody to ask questions, express ideas, comments, feedbacks, and I truly appreciate you all. Before I start, I want to thank you, all of my subscribers and all of my followers, for your support in everything that I do in this channel and beyond. In particular, I would like to thank Marisa. You know who you are. Thank you for being so supportive and so careful in your feedbacks to me and in your comments, and truly like the way that you engage with my tutorials, with my channel, and also with my art. As you know, I now publish a website where you can read about me, my journey as artist, my professional journey as teacher, past collective exhibitions and solo exhibitions, and there is also a shop so you can peruse, and if you like something you will be able to pay. It's now all set and safe to pay, so I suggest you to go and peruse and see if you find something that speaks to your art. And thank you Marisa for supporting my art as well, ordering all of my ornaments and more. So I'm truly grateful for this. Now on to this project. We are going to use our art journal or a mixed media paper, regular tip black Sharpie, and alcohol markers. Mine are Shuttle Art and I buy them on their website, shuttleart.com, or on Amazon. It is not a paid partnership. It's just something that I truly like and I'm sharing with you. They have affordable prices and they come in beautiful colors, and they are durable, so I can see the quality. If you don't have your art journal, you can use a white paper. Mixed media paper is better, mostly if you're using alcohol markers, because they can bleed through the paper. So in that case, I suggest you to always put something underneath your table so you avoid to mess up the table, which we don't want. Also because alcohol markers, when they stain the wood, they will stay there. There is not truly a way to get rid of those. So just make sure that you're all set. I will not do the design with pencil, but if you prefer to do so because you're a young artist or you're not experienced, you can use the pencil first and then you can go on the pencil with your markers. I'm going to switch the camera so we can start this very nice and colorful design inspired by one of my favorite animals, which is cats. Ciao! Okay friends, here we are. I'm going to do my traditional preliminary frame. It's not something that is mandatory. It's just that I do it every time that I start a design on the journal. Just sort of a cohesive way. As you can see, I did it in all of my previous one. Now, as I say, I'm gonna do with the Sharpie, but if you don't feel safe, do with a pencil and then you go with a Sharpie on top. So we're gonna start to shape our abstract cats. 1, 2, you see we do a little curve up and back down. And then we're gonna change the size, right? So we create some variety through the consistency of the same element, which is still cats. You're gonna make sure that there is some overlapping as well. And we fill the space entirely with the same pattern. Now on to the face feature. All of the cats will have their eyes closed. So it's something super simple, except for one that we're going to do opposite curve. And then we close, do a circle, another circle, and then inside we do the vertical pupil. So this is like the awakened cat. Everybody's still sleeping. It's like in society, everybody's still sleeping, and then some of us are opening the eyes and they are awakened. Now on to the noses. Triangle, upside down, very simple, and block it with the black. This is a very simple and satisfying pattern because, of course, here we'll have half of it, right? Because truly everybody can do it. If you need to go slow because you're a very young artist, so you're not experienced, you wanna have a very good quality of line, just slow down a little bit. You can watch my video, then do it at your own convenience, or just pause the video as many times as you need and wish. But at the same time, because it's so simple, it's going to give us the opportunity to really improve our fine motor skills, right? And repetition, repeat some lines. And now on to the mouth, just 2 hooks, 1 and 2, very simple. All of them. Half over here, of course. This will see only partial, right? And this one will not see the tip. And that's it. Then we're gonna use it again for the mustache, but at the very, very end. Okay, now you create your color palette. I choose mine. You don't have to copy me. I choose like a brown, terracotta, blue, bronze green, blue gray, and so on. But feel free to do you and create your own palette, right? You place together markers next to each other until you find the palette that speaks to you. And instead to block the cats in color, I'm going to do a pattern just made by vertical lines. Now, this is a simple action on the paper that will impact the design so very much and also will be extremely beneficial to our fine motor skills, right? And you will notice that sometimes when we do lines, sometimes our lines are better, sometimes our lines are worse. Just there are good days, better days, I would say, and worse days, and it is totally normal. So this is a beautiful, amazing exercise and an opportunity to sharpen our fine motor skills. At the same time, support mental focus and concentration. So a very valid practice for whoever struggle a little bit with ADHD, some anxiety, right? And whoever wants to recoup or keep the fine motor skills sharp. Then when you're ready, like you finish one, you change the color, matching them in a spontaneous way, the way that you think that these colors would enhance each other and would support each other. And as I told you at the beginning, if you need to go slow and maybe you need this slow, do this slow, okay? There is nobody that is running after you. We do not do art to run, rush, or have a competition with ourselves or with other people to who finish first. We just want to do our best and we want to learn through the process. When the lines get very long or longer is of course a bigger challenge, but it's also such a very good practice and exercise. It's like practicing for a sport, right? The more we practice, the better we become, the more confident, the better our muscles will respond, the better our coordination skills will respond because we are ready. We know what we are doing, right? At the beginning, we don't know. So we proceed little by little, keeping an open mind and an open heart, and embrace little mistakes and little imperfection that will make your artwork truly original and truly unique. I always tell to my students, and they're getting way better. In fact, we have a way less crisis for anxiety, for frustrations, when they don't see that the art is exactly as they imagined before in their brain, when they compare the art to other classmates. Now my students are doing fantastic because we do a lot of work on this. We do not compare our art to other people. And also, we embrace the beautiful imperfections that only us is able to create. My imperfections might not be the same as yours. And this is what makes both of our artworks amazing and unique and original. This is what gives true value to what we create. It's not the perfection of the execution. We need to stop and break this pattern of like a homologation, I would say, with everything needs to look in a certain way in order to be recognized as art. We are way past this. And as teacher also, we need to understand our big responsibility, and if you're a homeschooling parents, the same, that we do not teach art to our kids to train professional artists or to train them to create everything like copy of other people's art in the perfect way, but on the contrary, we teach art to open our mind, to enhance critical thinking skills, problem solving skills, our sensitivity, our comprehension of not only art but life outside the classroom, social and individual dynamics, and art, because of its nature and its practices, is the perfect vehicle to work on our emotional and intellectual skills, as well as struggles and issues when they arise. We can repeat, and you can repeat the color more than once, depending on what you want to do. I will look for probably, gonna go with here with this green again. I love it next to this type of old red. I'm leaving my cat with the eyes open, the awaken at the very end, so I can decide better what color I want to use, and if I want to differentiate it also by the pattern. Let's include this blue. Oh, maybe this is gonna be my blue cat. And I think that I will do, as I did in the other, I will turn my paper and I will do my line in a different direction. So the pattern stays the same, it's just lines, but I change the directions. And these lines are a little mesmerizing, I want to say. After a while that you look at the lines, you might feel a little dizzy. If that's the case, take a break, look something else for a few seconds, and then you go back. find this blue very engaging. I love it. Now back to the vertical direction, and let's see. I'm gonna go back to this ochre. Nice. A while ago I was reading an online art history magazine, and I don't remember the name of the artist, but I was looking at a painting called Deep Sleep, and the subject of this painting was a monk, like a priest. Then a priest, no, I would say a monk, with his robe laying down on a side, surrounded by probably 20 plus cats in different positions, and the cats were like all like they have this golden aura around them, like saints basically. And I thought to myself, that is actually the perfect representation for the deep sleep, because the cats, when they sleep so deeply. They can truly disconnect themselves like children, right? And there is so much rest and peace and abandonment in there. And abandon, what am I talking about? Sorry, my English today is just like the weather here in Utah, unpredictable. And so it was, I say, this is genius. What a the best way to represent a concept such as the deep sleep through cats. And it was a very beautiful piece. Let's see now if I will go back with this blue-gray. And when we trace lines like this, sometimes my students, would ask, can I use the ruler? And I say, well, if you think that you can only do this artwork using a ruler, yes, I don't want to force you in not, but I highly encourage you to do them freehands for two reasons. First, because as we say before, is a tremendous exercise on our fine motor skills. And second, because I love the fact that lines are well crafted and precise, but still they have an element of, organic, or like I don't want to say mistakes, or I would say imperfections. That is that. They have that beautiful little imperfection that makes them feel organic. And when they are closer, they will look darker. When they are farther apart, they will look lighter. And it is beautiful. Now I'm going to use a color to fulfill this space, and you can do you. I'm going with a very dark yellow that is almost brown, golden brown, to embrace these cats. But you can do you. If you want to use one of the colors that you use for the cats, you can do that too. And this has been so funny and so relaxing, and today I need it because it's been this is a very busy time for me, which I'm truly grateful. And because I have, it's very rewarding, right? I'm making sure that I have everything ready for the winter show. That is an art showcase that I do in school every December. Then I have this upcoming Saturday one local market, the following Saturday another local market. Plus, of course, things that I need and I want to do for my family at home, and the videos that I want to record and prepare for YouTube channel, so I'm very, very busy. And in the winter, we should not be so very busy, but unfortunately we end up to be. But I also know that then I will take a nice, beautiful break of 2 weeks in which I will just enjoy my family and do things with a very lower pace, because I know that I need to force a little bit my pace. In fact, I feel that my mind that gets sometimes a little stressed, and so I get confused, or I struggle more in producing a speech in English, as you might have noticed, right? Just because I take refuge in my own language and in what sounds and feel familiar. Now we go back for the last touch to our black marker, and we can do, voila, just our tiny final little pattern. You can do more than 3, but I say that 3 is just the perfect number. If you want to make them longer, it's your design. So make sure that you do your choices, right? You make your choices and according to what is your personality. Here we go on the back. Here, of course, we're gonna see only this. And in my original design, I block out also the inside of the ear. So I'm gonna show you how it is done. And then if you like the cat better this way, because it gives a little more three-dimensionality to the design and a little more movement, you can quickly do what I do. Otherwise, if you like it the way it is, you can leave it the way it is. It's also, it's always good to kind of explore different options and then open yourself to different responses to that option. I feel truly relaxed and also a little sleepy now that I see these cats, except for a friend. Oh, and I was forgetting about our friend's eyes, and actually we use the same color that I use for the background. I will use it to give our friend a beautiful dark yellow eyes. And this is the design. It's very simple but very, very pretty, and as I say, very funny. So I hope you enjoyed, and I see you very soon with more art. Ciao.